Hi everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, Glam By Sam. For today's video, I am reviewing the new Sigma Cinderella Eyeshadow Palette and then also the Sigma Beauty Cinderella Cheek Duo. I picked up both of these products when they launched on the 23rd of September. They just arrived this week and I'm so excited to play with these on camera with you guys and show you guys what it look like and if I think they are worth the money. I'm wearing both of these products right now on my face, so I created a look with this really pretty eyeshadow palette. Looks amazing, and then the cheek duo looks so beautiful as well. But if you want to see my thoughts on both of these products, then please keep watching. So right here we have both of the products. We have the Cinderella eyeshadow palette and then we have the Cinderella cheek duo. I'm going to try out both of these in this video. Like I said, these came in the mail last week and I did order these on launch day, which was September 23rd, but I live in Europe, so things take a little longer to get here. These are actually not available at international retailers. I know there's quite some international retailers that do sell Sigma Beauty, but this collection I believe is only available for the US and Canada, as I saw from their website. So if you live somewhere else, then you might be able to order these from the website, but they aren't going to be available at international retailers, if that makes sense. So the entire Sigma Cinderella Beauty collection consists of the eyeshadow palette, the cheek duo, 2 lip products, and a brush set. And you can buy them separately or like in a bundle, or you can just purchase the full collection. Like I said, I went with these 2 things because I think these are the most exciting things from the collection in my opinion. So the eyeshadow palette actually retails for $49 and then the cheek duo retails for $35. I am actually a Sigma Beauty affiliate, so you can get 10% off your order using my code glambySam10, and you can also use my affiliate link in my description box if you want to support me. I don't think the discount is available on this collection. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think it is. And if it's actually not available and you still want to support me, then that is super sweet and you can actually purchase through my affiliate link in my description box. So like I said, I think I want to start with the cheek duo because I feel like my face looks really flat because I don't have any blush or highlighter on. So we'll test this little cheek duo out first and then we'll start with the eyeshadow palette. I'm so excited about these. So let's see what this product actually looks like. So the box of the cheek duo basically looks the same as the one from the eyeshadow palette, but it is just a little smaller. It says live happily ever after with this gorgeous pressed powder duo featuring a rosy blush and lustrous highlight. Inspired by Prince Charming and Cinderella's romantic stroll through the palace courtyard, these shades will have you looking and feeling all aglow in no time. How romantic does that sound? Here we have the back, which you can see the shades. We have a pinky toned highlighter and then we have a sort of peachy toned blush. This collection is actually made in China and this cheek duo has a 12-month shelf life in case anyone is wondering. And it also says vegan on this little box. So in case anyone is interested, that is that information. So when you open it up, the inside is just like this sort of like muted brown. And then as you can see, the actual product looks pretty similar to the outer packaging, but of course this is what counts. Here we have a close-up of that. I really like this packaging. I think this style of blue is absolutely gorgeous and I feel like this collection just really like resembles Cinderella. So when you open it up, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's really reflective with the gold. We have this like Cinderella overlay and then this is what the actual shades look like. So this is the highlighter, which is a lovely pinky toned highlighter and it's called a Glow and it just has the pumpkin carriage on there. And then this blush is called Ever After and it just has Cinderella with Prince Charming on there. Like, how adorable is that? And this actually also comes with a mirror, which is nice. I am just going to swatch this because I'm really curious. Are you kidding? This is so gorgeous. So those are the swatches. I feel like they swatched really well and now let's apply this to the face. So for the blush, I'm just going to be using this big fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics and I'm just going to tap this in here. There is a little bit of dust on my brush because I haven't used this one in a while, but I feel like it would be nice for this type of shade. That is a gorgeous shade. Look how fresh that makes my face look. That immediately made me look so much more fresh and I really like this shade. I'm normally like very into pinky blushes, so I would have loved this even more if this blush was like a more bright pink or something, but this is such a wearable shade and I feel like I need to wear a peachy shade like this a bit more because it is so beautiful and I feel like it does look really nice. I do want to do a purple eye look, I think, with the palette, so I wonder how well that's going to go together, but right now I feel like I like how this blush looks. It kind of reminds me of the shades from the Corte Rosa palette. I have that one as well, and this is just a really pretty shade, and as you can see, it's quite pigmented on my fair skin, but a little bit of this goes a long way, and you can always like buff it out more with a brush. Now I'm going to be taking my highlighter brush from Morphe and I'm going to take the highlighter, which I'm so excited about this. A little bit of fallout. That's pretty intense. I like it. That is a really pretty highlighter. Can you see that? I feel like on my face it's not looking as pink as it does in the pan and from swatching, but it's a really gorgeous sort of like champagne undertone, and I feel like that made my face look really nice and glowy. Quite a like golden undertone to it, which I'm really surprised to see because like I said, I was expecting this to be a lot more pinky toned, which this is definitely a really nice wearable shade. So this blush palette is getting a thumbs up from me. It is quite an expensive product, I'm not going to lie. It is $35, so Sigma Beauty products are not like the most affordable, and it does have 8.7 grams of product, so I feel like that's a pretty decent size for 2 powders. I don't think I will run out of these anytime soon. I'm happy with this little cheek gel. It's really pretty, and I think I'm going to be wearing this a lot. So now putting that to the side, I think this one is going to be the star of the show. On the back you can already see the shades a little bit, and then this palette also comes with a free brush, just like the other Sigma Beauty like 14 pen palettes do, and I really like the Sigma Beauty brushes. I think I have that like blending brush in 2 styles now, from the Corte Rosa, from the Ambiance collection, and then I have the like dual-ended side brush in like 2 separate brushes, if that makes sense. And I think this one is the same actually as the other ones, so I love those brushes so much. So just like the face duo, this basically looks the same as the outer packaging as well, just this really pretty blue, and then on the back we also get the shades as well. How amazing do all of these shades look? They're absolutely stunning, and we have the like Cinderella designs in some of the shimmer pans, and I really like that this type of color story is different than like your everyday neutrals. I feel like you can do so much with this, and I think today I kind of want to play maybe with this quad right here or with the blues. And then this more like neutral brown quad is so gorgeous, and I don't know, I kind of want to use all the shades. If you guys want to see a 3 looks 1 palette with this, then definitely let me know as well, because I can totally do that. I'm going to use the purple because I really like purple eyeshadows, and then I will use the blue ones in my 3 look 1 palette if you guys want to see that. So I have zoomed you guys in so you can see what I'm doing, and like I said, I really want to use the purple ones on this side right here. I feel like this is so hard to show on camera because it's so reflective, but I think using those purple shades will be able to create a really pretty eye look. So first, I think I'm going to just take the shade Kindness and apply that throughout the crease. Normally I like to start with like a base shade, but this one doesn't really have a matte light shade, so I'm just going to use this one right away and we'll see what it's like. It doesn't have a lot of fallout. I have washed this brush because I always like to wash my brushes when I get them brand new. This one is the E38 diffuse crease brush, and then the other side is the E54 medium sweeper brush, and like I said, I already have a couple of these ones and I use them so much, so I feel like it's really nice that these are included in here. I forgot to apply my Revolution cosmetic tape, but I do really like how that made my eye look last time, so I just want to use it again. So like I said, I just use this tape basically to make sure that the eyeshadow doesn't go any further than this, because I have hooded eyes, and if I don't use this, my eyes look a little droopy sometimes from eyeshadow. So I just like using that to make sure that doesn't happen. One thing I have to say, this looks more gray than purple on my eyelid and looks a little patchy. I'm going to use this one, which is a bit more precise, and I'm just going to take a lot of the shadow on there. Then I'm just going to pack this in the crease. And as you can see, it does look more purple that way, so I'm just going to do that on the other eye as well. So now just blending this with that same brush, and I'm also just like blending this into my brow, if that makes sense. I need to update you guys. I am back and I removed the makeup from my eye. In my previous clip, I said I was going to apply the purple, and I did actually apply the shade Kindness and then also this stroke of Midnight, and I didn't really have a transition shade, so I didn't like how it turned out. I think now I want to give it another try because I think it was like my fault. I didn't do like the right technique basically. So right now I want to use basically the shade here called Pumpkin as a transition shade, and then like apply the purple from there because I really want to do a purple look, but immediately going in with the shade Kindness here just made it a little too dark and muddy, if that makes sense for me. So I really want to give this another try. I don't want to like do the neutrals because I know I like neutrals, so I just want to test out the purples one more time and see basically how they are looking if I apply the Pumpkin as a transition shade, because I feel like it's going to look a lot better. So if there's any like purple staining on my eye, I try to remove it as best as possible with my makeup eraser. So I think I did a pretty good job at removing this makeup while keeping the rest of my makeup intact. We have the tape again, which is not really sticking right here, which is sticking to my eyelid. And that maybe looks ridiculous, but I just want to use this tape so you can get like a clean eye look. I like how that is looking. So let's give this palette another try. Like I said, I'm starting with the shade Pumpkin, and I have primed or like set the concealer on my eye with the lightest shade from the Ambiance palette. I wouldn't have done that, but I normally don't apply concealer to my lid, but because I had some like purple staining going on, like because I couldn't fully remove it with oil or like a makeup remover, if that makes sense, I just took some water on my makeup eraser and very carefully removed that makeup. So I had a little bit left and then I just concealed that. So then I just set that with like a light base, if that makes sense. So that is what I have on my eyes right now, and now let's test out the shades again. So I'm going to use the fluffy brush and I'm going to take the shade Pumpkin, like I said, which is the light brown, and I'm just going to apply that throughout the crease. I'm blending this basically like into the brow. That is a really pretty transition shade, and that is also blending really nicely. I'm going to take this brush and again I'm going to take the shade Kindness, which is the lighter purple. It's still dark, but I'm going to take a bit of this on my brush, tap off the excess, and then pat this to the outer corner and very lightly bring this up, doing the same thing on the other eye. So that is what that is looking like, and now using that same brush from the brown shadow, I'm just blending this together. Taking a bit more of that pumpkin shade, I'm bringing this back into the crease. And then taking the other side of this brush, I'm taking a bit more of that purple shade called Kindness and patting this on the outer corner again. So as you can see, this shade really blends or like fades when it blends, and it kind of fades more into a light gray than an actual like purple, which is kind of sad, but I have to say on this eye I really like how it's looking. Then taking this side of the brush again, I'm going to take the shade Stroke of Midnight again, and I'm going to tap this to the outer corner as well. And this is really like a more deeper purple shade. That is really pretty. And then I'm going to take a bit more of that pumpkin shade on this brush again and make sure to blend that through the crease, basically to keep the warmth of the eye look, because I feel like the purples are a little too cool tone for my liking maybe. I like to keep this look a bit more warm. So that is what it is looking like right now, and now I want to use this shade right here, and I'm just going to take that on my finger, and can you guys see that pigment? Looks so stunning. I'm going to apply this to the lid. Wow, that is pigmented. This is a really soft shimmer shade. Then taking this pencil brush, I'm going to take this shade here called Wishful. And I think I want to go over it with this shade here called Fantasy to warm up the look a little bit. And then taking this brush again, I'm using the shade Kindness again, which is the purple, to add some purple definition back into the crease. I don't know if you guys are able to see this. I'm just going to zoom in a little more, but I feel like the actual shimmer has kind of disappeared from my eye. I feel like there's mainly like the base shade from the shimmer left, but the actual shimmer is kind of gone. So I think I'm going to stick a little bit of concealer to my eyelid to kind of see if that will adhere the shimmer a bit better. So I'm just tapping a little bit on here and then taking that Fantasy shimmer again, just applying this on top. Yeah, so I'm going to do that on the other eye as well. So as you can see, the shimmer is sticking better to the lid when we apply the concealer as a base, and I have to say, like this, I really like how it is looking. Now I'm just going to remove this tape, and that is what this looks like. So now off camera, I'm going to apply some mascara and curl my lashes, and then I'll be back to share my thoughts on this palette and the collection in general. So I'm back. I just applied some mascara and curled my lashes, and then this is what the finished look turned out. I have to say, I think this is really pretty. I really like the eye look we have going on. It's a lot different than what I usually do. If you guys know me, you know I like to stick to my neutrals, but this is nice. It's still like kind of neutral because of the brown we have going on, and then the purple shimmer is very pretty. I did end up using more of this one here called Fantasy than this one here, mainly because I found that this one had kind of like a very dark blue undertone to it, and I didn't like that the best with the look, so I think I might use this shade when I go for more like a blue teal look. And then with the purple look, I just prefer the Fantasy one a bit more. I think this is super pretty, and I can't wait to play more with this palette. So I'm definitely happy with it. Of course, I cannot entirely say yet if I think it is worth my money because I have only tried like 4 or 5 of these shades. I really want to do a 3 looks 1 palette with this palette, so let me guys know if you want to see that, then I can totally make that for you. And I just really love this collection. I think it's so adorable, and that is mainly why I got it. It wasn't the easiest palette to work with, but I think that's mainly because of the purples. The brown blended super nicely. The purples just were a little bit more grayish than they were purple, if that makes sense, and that made them a little more difficult to blend, but shades like that are always a bit more difficult to make and blend. I don't think that's necessarily a problem with this palette in general. I think that's just like the type of shade. So I really like how the look turned out, so I'm very happy with this palette. And then this blush duo, it's so stunning. As you can see, that highlighter is gorgeous and the blush is so pretty as well. I think I might even love this more than the palette. I mean, the palette is beautiful, but this is just so amazing. I can't wait to wear this a lot more. So that was it for my review on the Sigma Beauty Cinderella Cheek Duo and Eyeshadow Palettes. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I would love to hear in the comment section if you picked up anything from this collection. And if you did, then let me know what you picked up, or maybe if you still have it on your wish list, definitely let me know if you're planning to pick up something from this collection. And if you did enjoy this video, then I would absolutely love it if you gave the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, and to thank you guys all so much for watching, I really hope you have an amazing day, and I really hope to see you on my next video. Bye!